Okay, so I don't make the rules. Everyone has to make this video, so I'm just gonna do it too. So these are my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, top 8 free sound design plugins that I use. These are just the ones I have in my favorites here. So I'm just gonna demo them all. So first of all is Bin Scrambler. This is from a Spectral Suite by someone called Andrew Reeman, R-E-E-Man. It does some FFT stuff, it scrambles stuff, it makes it sound like broken glass kind of, so I'm gonna play the break without it. So it just kind of scrambles bins, I guess, whatever that means. It exchanges different frequencies, makes them sound all weird. So this is something quite useful if you want to get more aggressive percussion or like weird harmonics on cymbals or just make weird sounds, I guess. The next one is Codec. This is more well known, I guess. This just replicates, I think, MP3 encoding or something like that. Can like reduce the bitrate, it can do some distortion. It makes the sound quality worse, I guess. So that's nice if you make music like I do. Just a good thing to mess sounds up a bit. Can like some weird crunch, do weird bandwidth stuff, just make things sound worse and destroy them a bit. Next one is Chow Tape. I use this mostly for mixing, but you can also use it for sound design. This is by Chow DSP. It's like a free tape model thing that sounds really nice. So I use it. It has a lot of oversampling models and like different algorithms to solve the differential equations and so on. So this is really powerful. You can change a lot of stuff in here. I'm just gonna overdo it, I guess, just to show. These are all kind of filters. Different kinds of low-pass filters. This does the tape saturation, so this is the main part. Then I don't really use these two. Tone is nice. It can shape the sound, and as you can hear, you can sometimes get an endless buzzing if you overdo this, which is a problem. But if you don't push this too hard, this doesn't happen. Also, there's like, I'm gonna get a new one. Wow and flutter and stuff, so weird pitchy stuff you can do with this. I mostly use this quite subtly, but you can make pretty weird sounds with it. Now this is probably my favorite. I don't really understand it. It's some kind of granulizer scrubber. It records the audio into a buffer and jumps around it. It can pitch stuff, but you're gonna hear what I mean and why I like this. But I'm gonna put a limiter first so we don't repeat that disaster from just now. So yeah. Honestly, there's not much to say about this. I think some of you are gonna get why this is amazing. Some of you are gonna think this is really stupid. So I'm not gonna try to sell anyone on it. If you like what you just heard, you need to get this. It's free. It's very good. Destroy FX, Scrubby. Now this is a new one. It's kind of like the Combobulator by Encanti and Rob Clough, if you've heard about it. Basically, it's a neural network that tries to re-synthesize your sound, and you can get like different models here. So this is vaguely AI, but honestly, it sounds really bad. It's just good for making weird noises. So I'm gonna get like, now plugins crashed. Yeah, this is still in beta, so this is gonna crash a bunch. You can get like the NASA model, and it's trained on audio from some NASA missions. The input gain makes a lot of difference, and I don't really know what these latent things here do. Another one of those things that I think some people will enjoy, and a lot of people will just think it's stupid. It's very cursed, and you can make some interesting sounds with it. The percussion sound library is not sound library, like the percussion model is the most normal sounding one you get with this. But when you get something like this, you probably don't want normal sounding things. So yeah, that's Rave by IRCAM, that institute in France that does a lot of cool stuff. So harmonic adder is, I don't know, it adds harmonics. It's in another spectral suite. You can use this to synthesize hi-hats and stuff. Mixing. It makes nice metallic sounds. This is, yeah, I quite like this, using this for drum synthesis and so on. Waveshaper comes with the Melda FreeFX bundle. It's just Waveshaper. If you have Bitwig, you don't need this. If you use some other DAW, this might be useful. You can draw in your own distortions and so on with this. Very nice. There's a multi-band version of this, which is much nicer, but it's paid, so I'm not gonna talk about it here. But this is just a neat wave shaper. You can draw stuff, you can insert all these. If you want like a sinoid fold or something, or you need any kind of specific wave shape, you can just make it with this. These kind of control the smoothing. You right click in here to change these kinds of shapes, and then I would suggest you just explore. And then the last one, which I should have put on the master if I was a bit smarter, is Ice 9, which does not change your sound. It just has a very simple function, and I always have this on my listen bus because I do a lot of weird sounds. Whenever your sound goes above a threshold you set here, it just mutes it. And that can be very useful for your ears and for your speakers. So it just breaks and it's quiet. Which, if you're using any of these, I would highly suggest putting something like this on your master. Because things can get loud and very ugly, and you don't want to do that to yourself. So yeah, that was that obligatory video everyone has to make. See you in the next one.